All right, happy Friday. Happy first day of spring. I guess yesterday was the official end of winter, and here in the Bay Area we had an unexpected heat wave. Like, I'm not even kidding. It was 86 degrees here in the Bay Area, and I spent most of the afternoon at the pool. I was kind of working on my tan already in March. It's wild. Anyway, I'm gonna take this out. I was just doing my skincare, and I don't feel like putting on makeup just yet. So because it is now officially spring, I'm starting to think about all the things that are happening in the spring, and one of them is my wedding anniversary is coming up in a few weeks. I know, I cannot believe it. It's in 2 months, a little over 2 months, but I know it'll be here before we know it. And I am still active on a lot of social media platforms where people are talking about things like tradition and how, what the expectations are. And it's so interesting to me, especially on platforms like Facebook and YouTube that are very, like, they have these very video driven pieces of content. I'm talking about like the short videos. They're called reels that you see. And my favorite ones to watch are the ones where it's a bridal consultant trying on gowns, and then there are always people in the comments telling her, keep looking, or that's not a wedding gown, that looks like lingerie, sew up the slit, the neckline is too low, that's not appropriate for church. And my personal favorite is wedding dresses have to be white. And then inevitably someone in the comments will come in and say, well, did you know that until 1840 wedding dresses were not white? And it was actually Queen Victoria who was being a little bit rebellious and trying to make a fashion statement, who wore the white wedding dress. So let me tell you my little backstory. I am, for people who don't already know, my name is Nora, and I am a 51-year-old newlywed. And when I got married again last spring, I wore a dress that had a lot of color, lots of color, because I figured if you're over 50 and you get to be a bride, why the hell not? So a little bit of background story. I went dress shopping with my mom and with my friend Lauren, who was also one of my matrons of honor. I had 3 of them. And I immediately knew that I wanted to do something a little bit different this time. I had already done the solid ivory gown and the whole, the thing with, walking down the aisle in the church, Pachelbel's canon, and had, done, the expected things. So I wanted to do something a little untraditional, non-traditional this time around. My husband, on the other hand, did the non-traditional thing the first time around, and he wanted tradition this time around. So I had to try to kind of find a way to kind of make our two styles meet in the middle, as it were. So my mom and I, this is so funny, we went to a bridal salon here in the town that I live in now, and I tried on pink dresses, I tried on blue dresses, I tried on brown dresses, I tried on black dresses, and my mom fell in love with a black Maggie Sotero wedding dress. It was gorgeous. It had a long train, it had big flowers on it, and like a lace overlay, and people gasped when they walked by and they saw me. I looked like I was on the red carpet. And my mom was ready to buy it, and I said, you know what, my only hesitation, like, it's gorgeous, but my only hesitation is that the wedding is set for 2 p.m. This feels a little formal for that. Honestly, this feels a little formal. And then Lauren spoke up and said, Eric is a Boy Scout. He might not be okay, but he did want more tradition this time around. So I thought, okay, well, he's expecting something in his head, but I want something that is a little, just has a little bit of personality. So I kept looking and looking and looking, and I think I went to 6 different appointments at 4 different salons. I did return appointments at a couple of different places, and then the consultant at one of the last places I went to, when I was telling people I wanted color, they weren't quite sure what I meant. She got me. This lady, she had green hair and like tatted and all that, and she like knew when I said color, I meant color. And she told me, I have this dress. I will tell you, I only have it in white, so you'll have to use your imagination, but I'll show you a picture of what it looks like. And she also said, I will tell you, it is a short dress, but it has a long skirt that you can put over it, so you have the effect of the long gown, and then you can take the skirt off, and then you have the short dress for the after party. I tried it on in the white. My mom saw it in the white. She thought that's the direction we were going in, and I showed her the picture. And sight unseen, we ended up ordering the dress in champagne with the purple and pink and red and yellow flowers all down the bodice, and we just had to take a leap of faith. And then on Facebook, I happened to be scrolling, and I saw a picture of my dress, and some other lady in Chicago had just ordered the same dress, and I was like, oh my God, that's the dress. And anyway, Teresa and I are now friends, and we got married a month apart from each other. And I won't tell you, like, I won't make this a very long video, but she let me borrow her long veil, which matched the dress, and then I switched to, because I'm extra, I switched to a short veil for the reception, and it was pretty awesome. And anyway, not totally traditional. Eric was very, very surprised when he saw me at the end of the aisle, because he, again, in his head, in his mind, wedding dresses are white. He saw me at the end of the aisle, and he had planted these wildflower seeds in our front yard in around March, around this time frame. And they didn't bloom for the longest time. And then a week before the wedding, all of a sudden they bloomed, and we had red and orange and pink and purple flowers in our front yard. And he saw me and thought, oh my God, she looks like the wildflowers, and like he loved it. Also, by the way, I randomly at 2 a.m. posted videos of myself picking up my dress back in 2024 to Threads, and I kind of went a little viral. So the dress is a showstopper, and it was not 100% white, and I also thought the fact that it was short meant that I could wear it again, and so far I have worn it again at an event and hopefully get to wear it again at a point in the future. So anyway, the whole traditional thing, it's not always necessarily that traditional. It's like anything else with weddings. People say diamond rings are traditional. You know, it's like more of a recent thing. I had to tell someone earlier this week, actually, she didn't know this, that because I have Italian heritage, I'm a quarter Italian, and my Nona told me this back in 2000 when I was engaged to my ex. Italian women, there's not really a legal mechanism, from my understanding, to change your last name upon marriage. So Italian women they just don't. And for me, it's like the less paperwork, the better. The easier my life can be, the better. I just got to write 3 letters. Like, it's, all you have to do to understand that I'm married is to talk to me for 5 minutes, and I will mention having a husband. It's okay. It's totally okay. We just did our joint taxes together. We're totally married. But people don't know that, and they don't know that in a lot of Catholic countries that's kind of that's their tradition. And what we do in the United States, it's not always global. So anyway, just some little thoughts from an older, non-traditional bride who's getting ready to come up on my first anniversary really quickly here.